really worked. Today turned out to be a really choppy day for all the stocks in play, and market was also really choppy. So I had a loss, about $4,200 loss, and I want to stop trading right now because this is something that I mentioned, that when the market is choppy and nothing is moving, when you get stopped out a couple of times, then you should stop trading. Because
on the cues.
good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm just this is the first actually day that I think I'm doing the recap and not in my running dress, because I have meetings all day. So I usually have the running dress when I'm doing the recap. So I had a last trading day. I had a bad trading day. It wasn't that bad. It was just a couple of nothing really worked. Today turned out to be a really choppy day for all the stocks in play, and market was also really choppy. So I had a loss, about $4,200 loss, and I want to stop trading right now because this is something that I mentioned, that when the market is choppy and nothing is moving, when you get stopped out a couple of times, then you should stop trading, because the market is just not volatile enough for you to keep going. You know, if the market is really volatile, then there's a chance that you get back into the volatility in the right direction and make that money back. But today is definitely not one of those days. You know, look at the QQQ, is just really choppy. It dropped a little bit, but these drops are really not giving momentum, you know, that you start going to SQQ or TQQ. Same as the SPY. SPY is really hovering around. Previous day closed really bad. It fooled me a couple of times at the open, but you know, it is what it is. Market is not volatile. So Apple was the one that I saw that at the open was really strong. I kind of hesitated to make the 1 minute opening range break up on that. So I saw heavy volume came in, but I just didn't like it below the VWAP, and I just didn't like it. But it turned out to be a nice 1 minute opening range break up. And then after it got the VWAP, I decided to really take for a breakup 155, so which was essentially the high of pre-market somehow. I went long and I got stopped out. It came back up long, added more again, and I got stopped out, and that turned out to be twice loss that I had. So it really never broke the 155. The high of the day is at 155.04, something like that. So that's just one thing. So that was my biggest loss, $3,400, and after that I really didn't touch it. It just kept selling off, and again, but this sell off again now is just slowly grinding down. But again, I really it's hard to catch, because you know, every drop that you see, there's a big pop back out of it. I took a small trade at Tesla at the open as well. I saw Tesla is popping up, you know, just below the VWAP. I took that trade and I got a stopped out below the VWAP. Again, a smaller share size, and it wasn't a big deal. I kind of, you know, I wasn't really 100% sure that anything is moving, because you were below all of these moving averages and we were almost flat. You know, it's just no volatility was obvious, and I knew that. SIGA was the trade of the day, was stock in play for the day, and that one also didn't have much success on that. You know, the volume surge came in. I went long just below the VWAP or potential breakout. You know, I did get out of it eventually with a smaller, profit or loss. I don't know what it did exactly. I tried to add and I got out of it. And then it came back up again. I went long again for the above the VWAP, and this time I got something out of it. But again, I got a smaller share size in SIGA. You got to be really careful on these stocks. You can't really take a big size on that. And I got a little bit of this breakout on it, but it's just not a beautiful price action. And this is something that I wanted to mention with you guys. So look at SIGA on 1 minute chart, and now let me bring Apple here. And you see the volume on 1 minute chart is essentially the same thing. Like each minute is about 100, 200,000 volume, even more SIGA. But the difference is that the time and sales here really doesn't move on SIGA. It means that most of the transactions are happening through a couple of players in certain moments. Compared with Apple, when the time and sales is actually moving significantly more frequent. So that's a very, very important. Again, the volume is the same, but look at the time and sales is significantly moving more than this one. And this is very important. Even the price of Apple is significantly higher, $150. You would expect that a less number of the shares has to go, but it's actually just, the time and sales is significantly higher. On the SIGA, the time and sales are actually, a lot of bigger trades are going to go between a couple of players. So I like this price action. I don't like this price action. Even though when there's volume, I really like when the order flow is going in there. The problem with that here is usually it's very retail traders, but it's not a uniform order flow. You really tend to pump and dump, and if one big player comes in or send an order, you just you see these really huge volatile moves. The good thing about them, they're volatile, more volatile in SIGA than Apple. But the bad thing is risk management and the prediction of the price and patterns are more difficult. There are some communities that pretty much do all of these kinds. I just never really had any consistency at them. I like to trade something like that. Do you see that? If you look at my screen, you can obviously see that the difference, the volume is the same, but look at obviously there's significantly more order flow happening on I don't know how clear is that. We discussed this a lot, that the time and sales on Tesla is significant. On Apple is much better. All right, so that's it for me. Brian, what did you do? I know you did the short SIGA at the open.
Yeah, I shorted SIG at the open because it was setting up as a what I call lead balloon trade. So I just waited for it at the open. It popped up a bit. I got the short of 1440 and then covered a lot of it just when it dropped below 14, and then it came back up. I tried to reshort it around the 9 and at 1420, and it really didn't follow through. So I had to get out of the rest of it at 1420. So still profitable. That was my best trade. Like you said, the market was choppy. So after you got through that first, that first bit of chop, which is what I took advantage of, that everything became a little more challenging to trade. So yeah, I had a few losing trades, but again, my losers were small. So that was the important thing. So I did get long while you were talking. I got long TQQ. So I'm in at 2880. And
speaking of TQQ,
just looks
I
like
actually got stopped out on TQQ as well. So
yeah, it looks like it's trying to hold here. So I guess as long as it stays above 2880, I'll stay with it. I'm hoping for a bit of a bounce, at least back to VWAP, which is around 2920. But I might get stopped out here. We'll see.
Yeah, so I have to. I went on TQQ when this surge came up. I don't have really a trade book here. I shouldn't have done that. So I do that. So the market today is actually the energy. I think is one of the. So go to trading terminal. It looks like that energy is the strongest sector and it's trading really well, nicely. Technology and consumer discretionary again are going down. And the earning, we have the earning, guys. Go to the earning calendar. So today didn't have any significant one, but tomorrow we have Microsoft, Meta, Google, a couple of really nice ones, and then we have a couple of big ones on Wednesday, like T and Ford, and obviously Thursday is the big one. We have Apple, Amazon, Intel. These are all give volatility for us. So this is very important. So we're gonna have that. So that's the thing that you want to do. Another thing is that your TQQ is popping up, Brian.
Yeah, I just see that. I just sold just a quarter through 20 at 29 here. So we are going to have, actually I'm bringing my Twitter here. So we decided to have for meetups this time. We decided to Tesla went green. So we decided for the meetups we're gonna have some presentations instead of just drinking only. So variabletraders.com/seminar. If you go, there's a LA meetup that we're gonna have. We're gonna have half a day presentations by Megan, me, Ardi, Brian, Mike, and the agenda is over there. That what are we trying to discuss? There are 5 presentations, and after that obviously we can have socializing at the bar. Because the room is have a limited capacity, we decided to have
a price tag on it in 2 tier. The first tier was which is already sold out apparently, and there are some left for the second tier. And the reason for that small fee cost is that we don't want people to RSVP and don't show up. And we understand that it happens sometimes, but because we have to close the registration, we don't want a lot of people show up in a small room. So if you're interested for having a chat and discussion, and that's also feedback that I got for most of our meetups, that we were thinking of people come to drive sometimes from different states, and they want to ask questions and they want to hang out, but they don't get a chance to do the meetup that much during a drink. But if it's in the format of a small retreat or mini seminar, it would be much better. So if you want, we can put the link here, guys, and you can just sign up through that. Hopefully we can see at least 50 traders, and we can have a really good day of trading on that as well. That's it, Brian. Anything from you?
No, I'm looking forward to a meetup here as we as we connect in August. And so, yeah, that's about it. Right now, the Qs are bouncing back up. So, yeah, caught a nice little bottom trade there on the Qs. I knew it. I said it was going to happen between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, or at least 10:30. Yeah.
Yeah, you knew it. So yeah, for me,
I knew it.
For me, I'm just holding some of my position. I mean, I have some SPY going on. I have some SPY and some of these TNA and TQQ and SPXL for the whole overall market balance. We'll see how it goes. But I'm mostly on cash right now, not sitting on anything. Have a good day, guys, and see you all tomorrow morning. Cheers. In the chat. And tonight, all the new members, guys, we have the onboarding session that walks you through our community, that what is it about and how you can actually enjoy and benefit from the community. So onboarding session is at 7 p.m. by Carlos and Mike, guys. Cheers. 8 p.m. Sorry.
Cheers.
Sorry, Carlos.